And see, this is how we proved, like, after David got his make the boy go poof or die multiple times, how the Hiltons, the Catones, possibly the Beswicks, the Bowmans, and the Kennedys, stuff was taken over by Team Joe Zilligan, Harry Grace, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Rita Quinn, Ron Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, Jim Riley, and let's see, the Robo Knight and 1961 Amphibious Spaceman, the Blue Boy Boxes, and This Is How We Tell Their Lies, right? And, the Ellerys. So, because, Karen and Perlita, see, we could tell, or Karen and Don Wiley didn't like some of my friends, right? Because of the same attitude. So what they did is shit out Perlita, right? And so she replaced one of the ones that they didn't like, because she gains the same kind of personality and attitude. So it pretty much proves Perlita and DJ Dave, Harry, Joe, Bernard, Robo Knight, who hangs out with who. Short people, right? So if one wasn't adequate enough or disabled, you guys replaced it with Perlita or another one, see? So like I said, Bernard, Ellery, Robo Knight, DJ Dave, we could prove that Joe killed the original Blue Boy, and he wasn't the White Boy. And then he sent in his White Boy, and then, belligerently attacked, and abused me, Bailey Contier, or another girl who was similar, or Ellery did, and, blew her up and me up, and then said I killed her. But, and then, what else do we got here? Oh, then they go after Kim. You guys' manifest is all listed, basically, about whose family members you're going to go after. And then the Godfreys. See, Stan and Joe, Jack the Ripper Joe, Joe Zilligo Jonestown, the dumbass, because he don't like Negro, or, made everybody think I was a Negro, but I'm really, but he just bits him down inside of that thing, and then does the Carney show, and then you're all sick, because they don't want to take care of it, because they're too busy playing video games and Xbox. Typical. But you can see which ones are favored, and why Ellery does that, or Bernard and the Robo Knight and Harry and Joe, because they make their trophy wives, so they can march around about how being out badass there. So Joe, when you reported to the Queen of England or Spain and you blew your nasty breath at them, or went to Israel, because we all know it died there, what did they do? So your Genesis machine doesn't work, Joe, because it kind of proves, Joe and Harry, which people you went after. Like I said, Hiltons, Kennedys, Catones, blue people who are trying to get their set in, but you guys have the red team of the red Negroes, and all you guys are doing the old stuff. But some people had pointy teeth, some didn't. Your whole takeover, Joe and Harry, of Starbucks with Ellery didn't blow over too well at all, because you replaced it with your people, Perlita, Dave, that didn't know what they're doing. And like I said, Joe, Ellery, Harry, all you really needed to do was live your lives and die, and you'd probably come back. But you guys had to have your faces plastered on those boxes, and guess what it's doing? Drunkard Bernard. Since it looks like you might be opposed to my Aunt Anne and my Aunt Wendy, it's just replicating you men and your fagatorium of stupidity.